The OC.
The film breakdown.
All right, guys, so listen, this will be an interesting video, and this is one that the community is interested in light of us playing the Patriots next. We'll break down what happened versus the Arizona Cardinals and why we had a hard time stopping the run versus these Arizona Cardinals, and hey, the adjustments that we need to make this coming week going into the Patriots game. But before I get into the content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow Boss Cowboy Sports on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can follow me, the OC100, on Twitter. So let's get into it because we got quite a few plays to get through. And this is not every single play, but we're going to give you some really great context. So just notice that we have the strength is to the left, and just look at what happens here. And this happened to Micah Parsons last year. We'll let it run. Micah Parsons is over aggressive. He's not reading the play. So he's right there. He misses the fact that we pull out the football. And now the quarterback is going to go for a nice long run. We got Curse, number 1. He gets hooked. We have Wilson, number 6. He took a poor angle. And now, look, we're off to the races. So we got a mistake made on every level of the defense. Micah Parsons not reading this play correctly. We'll look at it here. Micah Parsons is being a missile. And that's how he's played the first couple of weeks. But how you deal with this is you deal with ball fakes. You deal with traps. You deal with zones. And that's what the Arizona Cardinals did, in essence, to really beat the Cowboys up and rush for more than 200 yards on this particular game. So Micah Parsons missed it. Look, you saw, we'll run this back really quick because this is important, and then we'll kind of go past it on a few other plays. So look at the top of the screen. Look at number 1. Number 1 is Curse. He's your tweener. He's your rover. So he has to maintain his gap integrity. He gets double teamed, and he doesn't maintain contain. Look at number 6. Number 6 here, Wilson. Look how far he ran inside. And now he's running for his life, trying to chase the score. Look at number 6, outside of Curse. He shoots, he goes for the fake. Over aggressive. Not playing his keys. Over aggressive, and now he's lost leverage. And now we're off to the races, and he's not fast enough to catch this quarterback. Dobbs is going down the sideline for a big play. So next play. So we have mistakes in terms of gap integrity, in terms of footwork, and this is why we had issues versus the Arizona Cardinals. So we'll look at this very next play, and we'll look at the defense first because Dan Quinn does set us up to be successful. This is a 5-2 front, and this is us getting hooked, getting hooked. This is us overrunning holes and not doing what we need to do. All right, so we'll look at it from this angle, and we'll see it. So what you'll notice here as the play runs, this is a zone. This is a simple zone play. We'll pause it right there. We'll stop there for a second. So look at my right guard. My right guard hooks the D tackle. He's helmet to helmet. He has leverage. We have the right tackle up on the second level. We have a double team backside on Hankins. We're cutting Hankins off. And look, now we got a square running back running downhill at you. And so, number 1, this is the Arizona Cardinals just beating physically the Dallas Cowboys. Number 2, we have Curse backside. The pursuit is slow. Number 1, right behind number 95, Hankins. The pursuit is slow here. He needs to be over the top in a hurry to shut this down before we have a lane. So we'll let it run here. But this is really great scheme, okay? We get off blocks late, and we still got a chunk of yardage. And we'll just go ahead and let this one run out. At the end of the day, man, when you have an over-pursuit defense, an aggressive defense, this is what you do. You run zone plays, you run overload traps, and we'll look at this play and we'll see what they do. This is overload left, and so what ends up happening is that it's well blocked. We lack gap integrity. We lack being physical. And then also, this is a great call by the Arizona Cardinals because we have everybody accounted for. That's a great call by the Arizona Cardinals. Great call. And so we got to give some credit where credit is due on this. Down blocks. Look, we're already up on the line. Boom. Kick out block. Great kick out block. And you got the running back in the seam. So that's blocked. We'll let this run. That's blocked up beautifully. That's blocked up beautifully, and it was a great call, and it's just a great call, out-coached, and a physical defeat. It's a combination of those things. So we'll look at it from this angle, and we'll see the down blocks. And this is what you do versus the player like Michael Parsons. He's a miss-out, down block Michael Parsons. So now you have leverage against him. LVE is slow to the hole, all right? We got a DB. He's getting kicked out, and we're off to the races. Look at that. Now we're on safeties. We're off to the races. And that's where you want to be. So great design. Great play call by the Cardinals. So now we have another overload. Overload going now to the right. And so we'll look at this play. It's a great call and angle. Once again, we got down blocks. And so this is the pin and pull that I was asked about on Twitter. We'll run that back again from this angle. So this is pin and pull, okay? And pin and pull, simply put, is a down block counter. It's a down block. And here you're going to have 3 tight ends to the right. This is a down block to create angles and leverage. And you have the right guard and the right tackle pulling around and leading this play. So let's let it run. Notice the 3 tight ends at the top of the screen, all down blocks. And they pin guys in. We got a block by 70. That's a touchdown. That's great design. And the issue there is that we got knocked out of gaps. We were not over the top fast enough. Let's look at this. Let's look at what happens to LVE here. LVE, you got to read this, bud. You can't get pinned inside. Look, bad angle by Wilson once again. And look, they're out of the gate. It's a touchdown. Physical defeats, bad angles, and you get beat. Okay, so here we go. Let's take another look at this particular play. And now we're running a 4-3. This is a 4-3. This is a handoff, and this is zone again. Notice the footwork of the offensive line. This is zone left again. Oh, man, over pursuit, and you got out the back door. And this is a play that I love personally as an OC. We'll look at this again, and you'll see zone left. If you have over pursuit, the cutback is available. So we're going to have a little bit of over pursuit here. So we'll go ahead and let this thing run. We'll have a little bit of over pursuit with Clark. Look at this, over pursuit. Clark, where you go, Clark? Where you going? You haven't even identified the running back. You're way over there by the left tackle. It's over pursuit, which makes it easy for the cutoff to get you out of the play. And if you over pursue, it opens up a cutback lane and the running back takes it. Beautiful. And we don't maintain gap integrity with the defensive line because these guys are getting shoved instead of being solid in their gaps. All right. So this is a bunch trips, and this is a great design and great play. Look, at the end of the day, and this is really one of the worst plays I would say that we had all game. And the reason why, we'll run this back to the top, and I'll just break this down just really quick. The issue is that, and we'll let it, and I'll get it kind of to a place where you guys can see it right before the snap. And so, okay, so look backside of LVE. We got play side LVE. We got Clark front side. Look at the recognition and the reaction time of LVE. This is a simple invert. This is zone left. Look at this. No recognition. Late to the ball, off to the races, slow as all get out. We'll see it from the other angle again. It's a lack of recognition. A lack of recognition here. You're going to kick out Micah Parsons. You're going to run right to Micah Parsons. And I'm sorry, this is Marquise Bell. He gets blocked. Nothing you can do really about that. But backside, LVE, you got to scrape and make this play, bud. Because if you're front side linebacker, we want to see him avoid the block. He's a little guy. He's 205 to 10 pounds. He may get blocked on this. But at the end of the day, they run this play out of a passing formation, which is a great design and call by the Cardinals. But nobody wins on the blocks here. Nobody. We have Marquise Bell gets blocked front side. Look at LVE. We'll let it run. We'll pause it right there. LVE should already be in the picture. You don't see LVE in the screen because LVE is playing pass. He doesn't recognize this play. And that's why he's going to be in chase position. Now he's in the screen. It's too late. And we have a bad angle coming down again by number one, man, by Curse, man. Bad angle. I mean, he's not there. And there you go. It's a touchdown. All right, guys. So look, at the end of the day, the Dallas Cowboys have to make some adjustments in terms of the gap integrity. And when I say gap integrity, I mean play your gap, stay in your gap, don't overrun your gap. And then number two to that, for the defensive line, don't get pushed out of your gap. If you get pushed out of your gap, then you create seams and angles. And then the last thing on the back end with safeties, you have to be responsible and run support at the appropriate time with good angles. So it was a combination of things in this game. It was some really good calls by the Arizona Cardinals. It was physical defeats. They just won on some plays. And then a couple of these things happened to where we did not play our responsibilities the way that we should. So if we clean these things up versus the Patriots, we'll be in good shape. The great thing is that it's young in the season. There's plenty of time for us to actually make these adjustments and corrections. And we got an aggressive defense, and now we just got to play with a little bit more discipline. All right. So give me your thoughts below. If you like content like this, don't forget to follow Boss Cowboy Sports. Also follow me, the OC100, on Twitter. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And until next time, guys, see you.